Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl T and I'm back with another video. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to sew this shawl collar jacket. So I already have on here on my channel the pattern drafting of the jacket and also the two-piece sleeve that we're going to be making use of in today's video to make the actual jacket. So yeah, if you haven't seen the video already, you can do well to go watch that. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box below, and make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure your notification bells are turned on so that I don't miss out on our future videos. And without further ado guys, let's get into the video. So yeah, these are the patterns we drafted out in the last video. So what I did here was that I placed the pattern onto the fabric and then I added half-inch allowance all through the pattern paper, aside from the main allowance we added while drafting out the pattern itself. So yeah, I added half-inch allowance around the dart areas, the shoulder areas, and also the armhole, aside from the main allowance we gave when drafting the pattern. And also for the sleeve, I added a whole inch of allowance to the length of the sleeve. So I also went ahead to cut out the lining pieces of each of this pattern the same way I cut out the main fabric, aside from the fact that the lining piece is half-inch shorter than the main fabric. So yes, half inch shorter than the main fabric, so that we don't have the lining piece poking out through the bottom of the jacket, like here. So and also for the sleeve, like I said, I added a whole inch of allowance to the length of the sleeve, while for the lining pieces I removed that 1 inch. So typically for the lining piece, it's just like as if I cut out the same thing with the pattern paper, but then I only added allowance to the sides and to the top. I just hope you get what I mean. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now will be to go ahead and join the front piece of this jacket. But before I do that, I went ahead and ironed interfacing onto the front piece of the jacket, both for the main fabric and also for the lining piece. And here for this jacket, for the center front, I made use of a different fabric. It's not really like a lining fabric, it's a different fabric, like a black shiny fabric. That's what I'm going to be using for the lining for the center front, because it's going to kind of come out of the jacket like you've seen from the picture. So now I'm just going to go ahead now and join the front piece together. That's the center front and the side front along the dart area. That's what I'm going to be going ahead to do now for both sides of the front piece. So yeah, after I was done, this is how it is looking. I went ahead and gave tiny notches to the joining there, and also I went ahead to press the seam flat with an iron. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing now will be to go ahead now and join the front piece together at that collar area. So yeah, just basically what you see me do. I'm just going to go ahead now and give it a stitch at that area like so. So yeah, this is how it was looking after I was done. I also went ahead to press it flat with an iron. So now the next thing I'm going to do now will be to work on the back piece of this jacket. So I'm just going to go ahead now and join it in the same order to which I joined the front piece, joining the sides together, that's the center back and the side back together separately, and then I'll be joining both of them together in the middle, like just joining the 4 pieces together to become one whole piece. That's what I'm going to be doing now. So yeah, after I was done also with the back, I also went ahead to give tiny notches, and I also went ahead to press the seam flat with an iron. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing now will be to join both the back and the front piece together. So yeah, this is where we really have to pay close attention to. So now I'm going to be placing the right sides facing each other. So yeah, that part at the collar of the front that joins together, that I iron flat down with an iron, is going to be lying directly with the middle of the back. That's the joining at the back that joins both sides of the back piece together. So I'm just going to go ahead now to pin it down, making sure, just ensuring that it stays flat. So I'm going to be pinning it down and ensuring that the dart, that's the shoulder dart, corresponds, like just lie against each other like so. So I'm just going to be pinning them down also on both sides, ensuring that the darts lie against each other, that's the seat on one straight line. And then I'm just going to head over to my sewing machine and then stitch everything together, but then carefully, because there's a part that you kind of might need to kind of stretch a bit when sewing. So just carefully stitch everything down together from one side through to the other part of the collar. And this is how it was looking after I was done joining the collar for the front and the back. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now will be to go ahead and shape this jacket based on my measurements and based on the allowance that I gave while I was drafting the pattern. After which I'm going to go ahead and attach my sleeve. So I'm going to show you guys how that is done. So now that I'm done with shaping the jacket, the next thing I'll be to attach the sleeve. So I already have one sleeve attached already, and sorry I didn't show how I joined the sleeves together. So basically I just joined the upper sleeve and the under sleeve together with the half-inch allowance that we gave while we were cutting the main fabric from the pattern. So now I'm just going to show you guys how to attach the other sleeve like I did for this one. And yeah, before I show you how to attach the sleeve, you should also take note of the sleeve, because here we have our right sleeve and our left sleeve. So you should take note of the sleeve to know which sleeve fits for which arm according to the direction of the sleeve, because here we said from the pattern drafting video that it's supposed to be directed to the front of the jacket. So yeah, you should take note of that. So yeah, now we're going to go ahead now and attach the sleeve to the jacket itself. So what I did was that I just notched the midpoint of the under sleeve, and I'm just going to go ahead now to pin that point down to the sewing allowance. I don't know, I just hope you get what I mean. I'm just going to be pinning the midpoint of the under sleeve to the joint, to that part where we joined the jacket together. I'm going to pin it there, and also pinning the midpoint of the upper sleeve to the shoulder joining. I just hope you get what I mean. Yeah, I'm just going to pin them down and then head over to my sewing machine and then sew it together. So yeah, after I was done attaching both sleeves, this is how our jacket is looking like. It's looking so cute already. Like, this jacket is giving what it needs to give. Like, comment here if you think like I'm like, this jacket is like literally so cute even without the lining piece. So yeah, and I want this jacket to have like a shoulder padding. So yeah, but the padding is only going to be staying on the upper sleeve. I don't want it to be extended to the under sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead now and make use of my tape to measure around the upper sleeve from one end to the other end. That's from the front to the back, measuring the upper sleeve alone. So after I was done measuring, it was measuring 10 inches. So now I'm just going to go ahead now to cut out my padding that I'm going to be using to create the shoulder pad. So yeah, for the padding, I'm going to be cutting it in form of like a bias form, normal way you cut a bias tape. So yeah, I'm just going to be cutting it in that form, and then I'm going to be folding it like so, and then measuring about 1.5 inches now that it's on fold, and then measuring the length, because now it's going to be on 2 sleeves. So yeah, we need a length measuring 20 inches. So I'm just going to be measuring 1.5 now that it's on fold, and the length being 20. So yeah, now that I'm done cutting the padding, I'm just going to go ahead now to ensure that it's measuring the length we want here, 10 inches, and then I'm going to be dividing it into 2 for both sleeves. And now the next thing will be to go ahead now and attach these to the jacket itself. So yeah, to attach the padding to my jacket, I'm going to be folding it like so, basically what you see me do now. So I'm just going to be folding it like so and then sewing it to the sleeve, but then ensuring that I attach it only to the upper sleeve alone. So I'm going to start from one end of the upper sleeve and stitch it down to the other end of the upper sleeve. So basically what you see me do, that's the same way you're going to be doing yours. So yeah, stitching it from one end to the other. So you can go ahead to pin it first, then so that when you get to your sewing machine it's easier. But yeah, I'm just going to try to illustrate it to you guys, and then I'm just going to head over to the sewing machine and then stitch it down on both sleeves. So now that I'm done with that, this is how it's looking. So the next thing now will be to go ahead now and work on the lining piece. So yeah, for the lining piece, I repeated exactly the same process like everything I did on the main fabric. I repeated the same process with the lining piece, apart from the fact that I left an opening at the back so that I can be able to turn the jacket inside out through that opening. So yeah, that the opening is at the joining of the 2 back pieces. So yeah, the midpoint of the 2 back pieces, that's where the opening is. But yeah, for the lining piece, I'm not going to be attaching paddings to the shoulder and all that. But yeah, I basically did the same thing that I did with the main fabric with the lining piece also. So the next thing now will be to join the lining piece and the main fabric together. That's making use of the lining piece to turn the main fabric inside out. So what I'm going to be doing now will be to place the lining piece and the main fabric right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to be ensuring that that collar area aligns. That's the collar area of the main piece and also of the lining piece, ensuring that they align at the same point. I'm also going to make use of my pin to hold them in place, so yeah, ensuring that they align like so. So I'm just going to be holding them in place at all points. I'm going to be sewing around this whole piece of fabric. That's sewing around the whole piece of both the lining piece and the main fabric together. So this is how it was looking after I was done. I went ahead to give tiny notches around the whole piece. So now we are almost done with making this jacket. The next thing now will be to work on the sleeves, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and turn this jacket inside out through that hole we left for the lining piece. I'm going to be turning it inside out. So basically now we have 4 sleeves on this jacket, yeah, so I'm going to be turning it inside out. So now we are going to be working on the sleeve. I already turned one of the sleeve inside out, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to turn the other sleeve. So yeah, to do this, we're going to be passing our hands through the opening in the lining piece and then turning both the main fabric and the lining piece, the sleeves, inside out like so. I'm bringing them both out through that hole we left to turn it inside out. So yeah, I'm just going to bring them inside out like so. So now to sew this to sleeve, you have to pay close attention here because it's kind of a bit tricky. So yeah, you're going to be finding the parts of the lining and also the parts of the main fabric that aligns together, because you're going to be fixing them kind of into each other in a way. So I'm going to be showing you how that is done right now. So yeah, you're going to be fixing both of them into each other. So yeah, please pay very close attention to this. So now I'm going to be starting with the under sleeve. So picking the under sleeve of the main fabric and the under sleeve of the lining piece, I'm going to be pinning them together like so, so that it feels as if the lining piece is inside the main fabric, something of that nature. So I'm just going to be pinning it around. Like I said, please pay close attention. So I'm going to be pinning it around like so, from the under sleeve to the upper sleeve, just pinning it round so that it's kind of as if in a way that it's like joined together, or one is placed inside the other. So now I'm going to go ahead now to stitch it around in the same manner that I pinned it down. So yeah, this is how I was looking after I was done. I'm just going to go ahead now and get rid of the pins that I used to hold the sleeves together, and now I'm just going to go ahead now to turn the sleeve inside out from the right side, that's from the main fabric now. So now that I'm done with that, now the next thing will be to close up the hole. So you can go ahead to give it a top stitch with your hands. So for mine, I just made use of a hemming gun to close it together like so. So I just placed a hemming gun in between and then ironed it down, and then it was sealed up. And that's basically how you make a shawl collar jacket. So I'll just go ahead now and just give it a good press round. So yeah, for mine, you can see tiny little details on the lapel, that's the main collar. So I just made use of my machine to just give it little designs on the lapel there. So that's basically how you make a shawl collar jacket. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to keep your notification bell turned on so that I don't miss out on our future videos. Make sure to share our videos with your friends, with family members that you know are interested, are minded about learning how to sew. Thank you guys for watching again. Bye bye, and see you in my next video.
Say what you